Hello everybody, welcome to the playthrough through Pillars of Eternity.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
I'm very excited to play this game. I'm fan of the Baldur's Gate, but it was very long time since I played. Female, male, there are differences. We go with standard male. I looked casually on the races. Yeah, we have the navy from Avatar. Godlikes are very interesting, but I think this is its first playthrough. We should go with standard stuff that assure us we can actually progress faster. If we go with wizards and some more difficult characters without knowledge of the magic or of how the world we are introduced works, it might be very difficult. So let's grab our fighter. Let's make our survivability very good. The fighter intensely focus on his or her training, significantly raising accuracy. No, knockdown seems to be more reasonable, as from my experiences with other games. Constitution for our health, perception for our singleness or knowledge, resolve is always good, and the last we should go with might, maybe a little less might and more constitution. Let's make them equal, that we can survive and deal damage. And we have the culture. The empire is currently the largest. The largest is it's known, it's never fun. The other, cause it's nation of Naskitek, dozens of ocean settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate infested islands. I'm not fond of sea, so not interested. Northern of Aragon, except plains are large expanse of fertile savannas. Fertile savannas, that means there's going to be a little bit hot occasionally. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, old Vela is now crumbled remains of empire. So failed empire and merchant nation. Seems a little bit grim. Dominant by the Auma nation of Rattay, the Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them Auma or to the countries relatively young. There are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the east. Riches and it seems reasonable. What are the rest? Lands and mountains. Not fun of climbing either. Wide winds, large, correct southern expanse of polar ice, and white wets is home to pale elves and small colonies of dwarving explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the white, it's home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. And we have one perception. I love this one. This is exactly what I like. And lore. Lore should represents our knowledge of lore. So that should be great, because we as a hunter in North, there will be lots of long nights, so talking to someone will improve our lore. But as a hunter, lore, survivability, what's others? Lore, merchant, not... Hunter is the obvious one, but the explorer seems more fitting to what I like You find the silent call of the horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave, and you've built your life around finding out. That's great. We have lore for because we have these nice long night talks, and we have survival because we are survivors. Some colors. We are winter, so here we can keep a black. Secondary should go as well white. There's no reason for brown. Facial hair will help us to heat our face. These are not bad. That fits it. Fits the background. Face can stay. There you won't see the character in more HD than right now. But you know it's your character, so these customizations always makes them very important. Something longer hair. Oh, that's perfect. Northern warrior. That's perfect. Our portrait. No, no. Merchant. That's a merchant. Monk. Oh, that looks like us when we are angry. That's angry us in morning. I like this one.
Yeah. I shall lead us.
Steady does it.
Leading the way.
Let's go!
Silence
Like
surrounds
they
me.
keep the option to use female voices.
What is it?
Wow.
Now I am the leader of the...
Oh, yes, I can see him with sinister male voice.
Bring them down!
Very great. Let's another name. Using spear. If I remember correctly, my lessons from Northern mythology, it should be. Let's go, Eric. The Caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red moustache and sagging jaws quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan master turns to you, foaming as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. Let's see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparrow nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these
They
berries?
grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build these ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous around
Not if
here?
you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are those huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Okay, I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on sturdy, armored-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
That's assuring.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay, so obviously I cannot read everything. If there's some action text before speech text. And I will try to not overdo the voices, but I sometimes might get carried away. So, Kaliska.
As you wish.
Inventory E. Yeah, and don't forget we have the we have the piggy as a pre-order bonus and some ring. I don't think it's going to be useful now. Crafting and so will meet in the future. Let's see what they have to say. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as the merchant Heoden. All kinds of beasts in these woods, and then you have the tribes. So yeah, they will be just these small conversations.
Anyone need supplies?
And I
Got sundries for sale.
automatically use tab. That's it, to see just the items. And there's a bug. Sound bug. Okay, sound bug is gone. Seems we did maybe 2 actions at once.
I'll take care of it.
Go into menu and go back. No problems. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He is transfixed, however, by the rugged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you've got. I have 110. No, I don't want to buy anything. Something nice. Lockpicks are always nice at the beginning. 114. No. Unfortunately, nothing at this moment. A sparfell.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Streams are always going somewhere. That's the point of streams. Your life that follows and disappears. As we do.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
A wolf. Young wolf. We have some
Yes.
abilities. Knock down. Let's see if we can knock down a wolf. But it shouldn't be problem. Our piggy is looking for food. Oh, there was nothing left of him. That's little brutal. Okay, the tooltip is broken. So if you want to turn it off, show in-game tutorials and flag it or to disable it. Odema says you've had some interesting travels. What we have as a travels? I don't like I don't like sailing mariner. I live out of frontier for time. I sailed it. It was clad by the conqueror. Let's. Ah yes, I served the strong. Interesting might not be the word. I sailed with cold-blooded conquerors. Yeah. How is it you happen to come here? All we did was pillage and destroy. You conquered enough place. It is a long homeland they got after. No amount of plundering has been able to quench my bloodlust. Are we something really brutal, or we'll go just... Let's go with nothing. Let's go that we have some sense. All we did was pillage and destroy. It accomplished nothing. Hazard of lifestyle, I suppose. You had to expect it was possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. Callista breaths in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Rederick's offer makes a girl thing. I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot. It's hard offer to pass out. No, I'm traveler. No, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city, just a little ways further up the same road. Where you headed? Nothing as much time and distance between. I'm going to continue on to the city, see where that takes me. That's the best choice. Closest one is Defiance Bay, the capital a few days out. It's a nice place and it's not so nice places. Same as any city, but the duck is a good man, as I hear it. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odeman, I'll give me her earful. Let's be on our way. Odeman will give me earful. What? Are we interested in her? Why not? She was interested in us. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents end up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Rautai and another in Aidir. My sister is gilded well. She's the only real homebody. Why are you here? But she already said that, right? Koriska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here sometime back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamitl, but I would do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and I will see. Adema, I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a road this way, but he's doing it for me. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after the war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but okay. Is it new? I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth. I guess a lot of them been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, "I'll have to ask my sister more about it." Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that's Parful getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you water. So he finally managed to move, stop smoking. A pipe. Pipes might be actually nice. For if you want to rest somewhere, sit on the bench. We have map Heoden. That's the guy that sells stuff. Or anything. There's quite a number of dead people. Travelers maybe, or rooters, or bandits. Bad sign in a way you figure it out. Corpse is cold to the touch and it rips smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark cluster bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Is there anything? Those are lockpicks. There was something in our camp we can lockpick this way. Let's see. Lockpick requires one party lockpick. Do you want to pick the lock? There are no requirements, like it can break. Mechanics 1. Mechanic. Maybe it's, oh, lockpick or mechanic. Nice. I like it. I actually like the system. Endurance.
Yes.
Let's wolf hide. Let's leather armor. And we're going to trade it for... Is there anything? What, it's a 10, it's a 300. We're missing 132. That would definitely be better than we have. But we don't have. Maybe this thing? Oh yes. Brigantine. Let's come here. Well, what's going on? And we will gain 93 caps. Well, it's not followed, so what was the currency called? Let's call them caps. Piglet, follow us. Piglet! Your celestial body. Celestial spirit, most likely. Old one's Crandall. Horses? Anything with horses? Anything reasonable? A bridge. It's a nice, lovely place. Ruins. Yes. This bridge can be here for centuries, actually. Thousands years.
This is recent. Not good.
Ah.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Here? Well, so this wasn't his camp. It was confusing. The footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Let's go with more. I want more. For the conversation seems nice done. Let's search. Nothing here. Couldn't visit the forest or hunt. Let's pick the water. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby. Keeping watch as you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerged Sparfle, one of the guides barely discrambling in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is strangeness on his gait, a basic wobble in his ordinarily deft strides as he moves toward you with elaborate breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. An arrow, but the place doesn't look that bad. Followers follow him.
Ambush!
Oh no, I will revenge where a knockdown at this big guy, and this looks like an archer. It's a hunter. So killing him would be would be faster. Do your job, kill him. Not much left. And go help Kaliska. Well done.
What is it? As you
Come on,
Well
get
done,
back
both
to
of you.
camp.
Back to camp, of course. Camp is in danger. Piglet, follow us. Oh, another ambush. Maybe just a guard. So, Kaliska, I believe you can kill him faster than me, and I will take the damage. Oh, there's others.
What is it? Of course.
Oh, misclick. Kaliska? Get him. You, get him. Kaliska, no! He get up and interrupted our engagement with Archer. But hold steadily. He loses now his any chances to victory.
Of course. As you wish.
Pick. Little bit delay. Ooh, lots of stuff. This was from both of them. Oh, I understand that. Let's
What
go
is
to
it?
camp fast. A slaughter. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and buck-eyed, and filthy on the blood-damned earth. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand on her mouth, as if to ward away the horror like poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, threading on lips and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to adieu to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe with a thick bird, tasteless with nuts, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespassers. Do not forfeit this man's life for fight you will lose. Lay down. This is the last thing I'm going to do. You will try to, yes, you will try to kill us either way. Do you have a little lore? The ruins has not been, we haven't been. The ruins has not been sullied by our hands, men of Glenfeft. Your words carry no weight. When I have seen the truth with my own eyes, blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us all. We have might, only full attacks a week. We have perception, your courage is a mask. No, they are very religious, something athletics, lore, judging by the string. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Caravan. If Caravan told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man froze and motions as if it swings his axe. Meldan winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept his discharge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I say, and what a gallant edict, that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength. You think Galvain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flares as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man grip falter and his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Heldan the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Ah, we have him.
How can I help?
What do you have here? A blinding strike. Yes, dirty trick.
What you need?
Try to... He will not get there before him. We need to support him. He looks kind of weak. His health is very low.
What is it?
And you will go with this guy. Go there! Support! One down, that was fast. That was well done.
What is it?
Well done,
As you
all three of you. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks on to you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choke sides, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eye rolls back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just the gust. A quiet smile across his face. I'm ready. The wind begins to swell, wiping around the camp, electric and volatile, appending posts and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, like jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of great wave, and where it pierces you it feels as though it is rending your part from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowl, Odeman's body steers, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
That's the Biavik, I guess. Wind that takes the souls of people. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. Herderan trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Helden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Helden lashes out against his fatigue assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would You would have good chance at hitting your mark. Allow Herden to break free on his own. I don't believe he can. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Herden loose. Lurching to his feet, Herden clambers up the base of the rocks as he nears the top. However, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with gain strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their rocks. They hold just long enough for Herden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it, the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new guest menaced the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsetting balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.